Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Start with the great name of Allah, who is the most kind and the most merciful. It's me, Arslan Guledi, from Business Administration Department to the 20 batch Senior University Campus, Chatkana. This video is recorded on the basis of first semester presentation and the current situation of COVID-19. And this presentation is supervised by Nanki Nasha. So in the presentation, there are the three topics. Number first, law resolution. Number second, 40, 14 points of Jina. Number third, economic institution and issues. So first topic, Lahore resolution. The contents of Lahore resolution is introduction, and second is preamble, importance of resolution, reasons, reactions, and conclusions. Introduction. In 1914, annual season of Muslim League was held at Lahore Minto Park, Iqbal Park. Under the chairmanship of Quaid-e-Azam, the resolution was passed on 23rd March 1914. The resolution was moved by the Bengal Chief Minister Maulvi Fazl Haq and it's seconded by Khaliqul Zaman. So on at Lahore Minto Park, the annual season of Muslim League was held, and this resolution was passed on 23rd March 1914, and it moved by the Bengal Chief Minister Maulvi Fazl Haq and it's seconded by Khaliqul Zaman. Preamble. Lahore resolution was a turning point in the history of Pakistan. It provided a way to Muslims leading the destination of a complete independence. So what was the point of in the history of Pakistan? The turning point is Lahore resolution, and it's provide a way to Muslims to lead the destination of a complete independence. Importance of Lahore resolution. It determined for the Muslims a true goal and their homeland in the northeast and the northwest. The acceptance of the Pakistan resolutions accelerated the pace of freedom movement. It gave new energy and courage to the Muslims who gathered around to Muhammad Ali Jinnah for a struggle for freedom. So what was the true goal of the Muslim? The true goal of the Muslim is to get their homeland in the northeast and the northwest. and this Lahore resolutions people get new energy and courage, and they gathered to around the Muhammad Ali Jinnah for the struggle for freedom. Objectives of Lahore resolution. The state shall exercise its powers and authority through the choose representatives of people. Number second, the principles of democracy, freedom, tolerance, equality, tolerance, and social justice as pronounced by the Islam shall be fully observed. Number third, Muslims shall be enabled to order their individual and collective affairs in accordance with teaching of Islam and set out in the Holy Quran. Reaction. The Hindu reaction was of course quick, bitter and malicious. They called the Pakistan demand anti-national. They characterized it as a vivisection. It was inspired to obstruct India's march to freedom. Gandhi declared it a sin, a moral illness of Muslim League. So what was the Hindus' reaction on the Lahore resolution? It was the bitter, quick, and the malicious, and they called the Pakistan demand anti-national, and they characterized it by a section. And also Gandhi declared it a sin and moral illness of Muslim League. Conclusion. Pakistan resolution was demanded for the protection and safeguard of the nation identity of the Muslims. With the passage of Pakistan resolutions, The Pakistan began and acquired new hope and confidence in their destiny. The resolution infused high spirit among the Muslims who were now determined to fight the last minute for the last recognition of Pakistan. So now second topic is 14 points of Jinnah. The contents of 14 points of Jinnah: number first, background; number second is 14 points; number third is reaction to 14 points; and in last, conclusion. So, background of 14 points of Jinnah. The report was given in a meeting of the Council of the All India Muslim League on 9 March 1929. The Nehru report was criticized by Muslim leaders Aga Khan and Muhammad Shafi. They considered it a death warrant. It recommended joint electoral rolls for Hindus and Muslims. Muhammad Ali Jinnah left for England in May 1928 and returned after 6 months in March 1929. The Muslim League session was held at Delhi under the presidency of Jinnah. In his address to his delegates, he consolidated Muslim viewpoints under the 14 points items, and these 14 points become 14 points of Jinnah. The 14 points. Number first, federal system. The form of the future constitution should be federal with residuary powers related in the provinces. And number second is provincial system. Provincial system, a uniform measures of autonomy shall be granted to all provinces. Number third is representation of minorities. All legislators in country and other elected bodies shall be constituted on the definite principles of adequate and effective representation of minorities in every province without reducing the majority in any province to a minority of even equality. Number 4 is number of Muslim representatives. Number of Muslim representatives in the central legislative Muslim representatives shall be not less than one-third. Separate electorates. Separate electorates representative of the communal groups shall continue to as at present, provide it should be open to a community at any time to abandon its separate electorates in favor of joint electorates. Number number 6 is Muslim majority provinces. Muslim majority provinces, any territorial redistribution that might any time be necessary shall not in any way affects the Muslim majority in Punjab, Bengal and NWFP. Religious liberty. Full religious liberty of belief, worships and observance of associations and education shall be granted to all the communications. 3/4 representations. No bill of resolution shall be passed in any legislative or any other elected body in 3/4 of the member of any committee and that particular body oppose such a bill. Separation of sin. Separation of sin. Sin should be separate from Bombay Presidency. Introductions of reforms in NWFP and Balochistan. Reforms should be introduced in the North-West Frontier Province and Balochistan on the same footing as in other provinces. Government services. Muslims should be given adequate safeguard for the protection of Muslim culture, language, religion and civilization. Number protection of Muslims culture and language. The constitution should embody adequate safeguard for the protection of Muslims culture and religion and also civilizations. One-third Muslim ministries. No cabinet, either central or provisional, is formed without being a proportion of at least one-third Muslim minorities. Reactions to 14 points. Among the Hindus, Jinnah's points were highly disregarded and were rejected by the Congress party. Jawaharlal Nehru referred to them as Jinnah's ridiculous 14 points. This eventually led Jinnah to from Pakistan. After the 14 points were published, Jinnah was invited to attend the Roundtable Conference where he forwarded the Muslim point of view. In last point of 14 points of Jinnah conclusion, a comparison of the Nehru report on 1928 with Jinnah's 14 points had a political gap between the Muslims and the Hindus in India. Jinnah's aims was to get more rights for the Muslim. It was constitutional reform plan to safeguard the political rights of Muslims in a safe governing India. So third topic and last topic of presentation is economic institutions and issues. Contents: Introduction, Producer and Consumer, Economy of Pakistan, Economic Institutions, Major Social Institutions, Economical Issues in Pakistan. Introduction. Economics is a social science devoted to the study of how people and societies get what they need and want, or in more formal language, economics is the study of how society divide and use their resources to produce goods and service, of how those goods and services are then distributed and consumed. Producer and consumer. What is producer? A producer is a person or business that makes goods or provides service. And what is consumer? A consumer is a person or a business that buys or uses goods or service. So, what is the difference between producer and consumer? That is only little bit one difference in producer and consumer. Producer makes and consumer buys. This is the difference of the producer and consumer. Economy of Pakistan. The economy of Pakistan is the 23rd largest in the world in the terms of purchasing power parity. Purchasing power parity is the short form of the PPP, and the 42nd largest in the terms of nominal gross and domestic product. Economic institutions. Economic institutions refers to things. Number first, specific agencies or foundations, both government and private, devoted to collecting or studying economic data, are commissioned with the job of supplying a good or service that is the important the economic of a country. Number first, pastoralism. Pastoralism, breeding and managing migrating herds of domesticated grazing animals such as goats, cattle, and sheep. This is the effective in dry, cold, and steep rocking places. Horticulture. Horticulture. With the advent of the plant domestication, some societies took horticulture, in which small communities with work with simple hand tools using neither irrigations nor plows. Agriculture. Agriculture is crop cultivation that in intensive using technologies other than hand tools such as fertilizations, irrigation, and metal plow pulled by the harness draft animals. Some developed country used fuels power tractors to cultivate the tract of lands. Now last is industrialization. Industrialization is replacing between human labor and the land and the hand tools with machines. Economic system. An economic systems or economic order is system of production, source, allocation, and distributions of goods and service within a society or a given geographic area. As such, as economic system is a type of social system, uh, capitalism and socialism. So an economic system is a system of production which distributes of goods and service within a society or a given geographic area. Major social institutions. The unit analyzes such major social institutions as the family, education and religion, the economy and work, government and healthcare. The family, the education, the religion, the economic institutions and the government of social institutions as a social institutions. Economic economy issues and Pakistan. The Pakistan economy continued faces challenges of fiscal policy, monetary policy, power crisis, law and order situation, low export and high import, lack of tourism. So the fiscal policy, the key objective of Pakistan fiscal policy is sustained economic growth, poverty reduce and the creation of job investment in physical and human capital. Monetary policy. Monetary policies will have less active in moving the country towards better economic management. Foreign currency printing of rupees is also a problem and creation of inflation. Power crisis, the most significant problem which has affected the growth of state adversely, capital fight increasing unemployment, uses of alternate, for example solar, coal energy and wind energy which might reduce the load. The law and order situation. Poor economy are always the poor vicious circle, positive relation between the crime and the major variables, increase inflation, poverty, unemployment, and decline in investment. Modern training may be imparted to police force to combat terrorism. Low export and high import. Critical problem is budget deficit shows the import is more than export. Create gap between import and export effect. Restrictions import and rely on manufacturing goods, reducing the gap between the import and export. Lack of tourism. Lack of tourism. Pakistan is a scenic beauty. Past years, the beauty play an important role to increase economic growth, natural disaster, and the law and order problems. Decrease tourism, bring foreign currency, regain peace, attract the tourism, and improve economy condition. Thank you for watching my video.